Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, just a minute. Okay, so last time we had covered till which part?
Last one shloka was left, I think.
Which one?
Second chapter. Second chapter.
No. We were on
Second chapter is over.
third chapter. I think we have covered up to 5th.
5 shlokas we have covered, Prabhuji, I think.
Yes, Prabhu. 5. Yeah. Third chapter.
5 shlokas.
5 shlokas we have covered. Yeah.
Okay.
That was different class.
Okay. I'm just sharing. Okay. So, you are able to hear me?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes.
Okay. So we will.
We can't see you, Prabhu.
So last time we had discussed about can I share?
Yes, Prabhuji. One.
You are able to see the PPT?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So this was the thing last time we saw, that how the whole third chapter is there. Third chapter is about Karma Yoga. Krishna talks about Karma Yoga, how that is more safe, direct, easy than giving up the things, Tyaga. Last time we saw that there are two types of people. One are Jnana Yogi, those who want to achieve knowledge, and that knowledge makes them detached from this world. And then on the basis of that knowledge only they achieve liberation, moksha. And some people, for them, the door for liberation, mukti, comes through the work they do. So there are these two ways by which one can achieve mukti. One is by gaining knowledge about Atma, about Paramatma, about this world, like that. And then understanding that deeply, they become detached, and that's how they become liberated. So that is one path. That is called as a Jnana Yoga. Second is Karma Yoga. By doing prescribed duty in this world, he becomes purified and then he becomes liberated. So the thing is, one cannot be liberated unless his heart is getting cleansed. So that cleaning of the heart can be done by these both ways. One is achieving that cleaning through the jnana process, achieving information. And second is karma, that is you do the activities for Krishna, and then through that activities the tendency of our to be in this world, that is purified. One becomes gradually detached by taking experience of this world, and then we are liberated. So the point is this, that if our heart is impure, impurity of the heart means 6 anarthas, mainly Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Mada, Moha, Matsar. So these are the 6 viruses for our heart and mind. So cleaning them is the process of yoga. So when that is clean, just by gaining knowledge, one can become liberated. If that is not clean, the karma yoga helps gradually to clean that heart, and then somebody comes to the level of mukti. So here, Krishna gives a kind of very balanced understanding. Here you find that how this so-called yogis, they have given up everything, but then they have like matted hairs. They are living like a sadhu, maybe in some Kashi or Banaras or the Haridwar or somewhere like that. But then their basic things, they don't change. Like here you find this sadhus are playing football. Sadhu is not supposed to do all these things. But then the desire of worldly things has not yet gone. They are still there. Externally, they have put on the dress of sadhu. They have taken the life of a sadhu. But then some of the desires, now the playing football is a simple desire. But now another example you see that is smoking. So as a sadhu, that doesn't befit him. But then we find this is a immaturely taking the renunciation, immaturely leaving their work. And we have seen many times that they have stopped doing work outside, like doing job, earning money, and using that money in right way. They have stopped it. They have jumped to give up everything. But now in that state, they are like na ghar ka na ghat ka, aise hai wo. They have jumped also, but then that has too far because their backlog is not yet over. Their heart is still so many desires, and then they have jumped to a higher stage. It is like you have not completed the syllabus of 10th standard, and somehow you are promoted to the 12th standard. So when you go to the 12th standard, you will have a lot of difficulties because your maths is not clear properly, your English is not proper. So then in 12th, you will find a lot of difficulties. If you have not done your groundwork and you have just, somehow by some connection, you just passed it. So in spiritual life also, such kind of crossing over, that is not good. Like, to give an example, His guest Radhesham Prabhu was traveling by rickshaw, and then he is very senior devotee, and then he is a brahmachari for last almost 25 years. So when he was traveling, the driver, the rickshaw driver started talking to him. He said, Swami ji, आपका लाइफ बहुत अच्छा है. And then after 2 minutes, he started telling that मैं भी आपके जैसे बनना चाहता हूँ. तो Shambhu was little surprised. He asked, क्यों क्या हो गया? बोले घर में पत्नी सुनती नहीं है और बहुत प्रॉब्लम है, घर में और बहुत मेहनत करना पड़ता है। तो मैं सोच रहा था कि मैं भी आपके जैसे बन जाता। तो दिस इज व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज इमेच्योर जंपिंग। तो ऐसे वो बोल रहा है, लेकिन that is out of just a frustration. He feels that okay, छोड़ दो इसको। तो हम देखते हैं कि त्याग करना इतना आसान नहीं है। जब तक हृदय शुद्ध नहीं है, तब तक त्याग becomes very superficial. That actually gives a very bad example for the society. Somebody who has done tyag, but then he is not yet fully trained, capable from within. He has not purified his heart. So Krishna tells here, so we can just, this we had done last time. You all can repeat this in a shloka. So Krishna tells this as a warning to those who want to leave their responsibilities and they want to take to life of tyag. You all can please repeat. Karmendriyani sanyamya
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य
ya aste manasa smaran
आस्ते मनसा स्मरन्
indriyarthan vimudhatma
इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा
mithyachara sa uchyate.
मिथ्याचारः उच्यते.
So Krishna is telling here that karmendriyani sanyamya ya aste manasa smaran. He has his eyes, nose, ear, tongue, sense of touch. So karmendriyani sanyamya. Now he has stopped working through this external senses. Karmendriyani sanyamya. Now he doesn't see bad things. He doesn't hear bad things. He doesn't speak bad things. So he has karmendriyani sanyamya. He has controlled his external knowledge acquiring senses. Ya aste manasa smaran. Although he has controlled his external senses, his mind is not controlled. Manasa smaran. Manasa smaran means he is still thinking about bad things. Externally, he is not doing it. He is not seeing bad. He is not hearing bad. He is not speaking bad. But he has not yet been freed from the bad thoughts. Manasa smaran. Indriyarthan vimudhatma mithyachara sa uchyate. So externally he shows that now I'm renounced, I'm tyagi. Internally he has not given up that desire. Then what happens? Such person, Krishna says, mithyachara sa uchyate, that he is to be considered as pretender. So somebody can read the translation loudly.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Can I?
Yes, please.
One who restrains the senses of action, but whose mind dwells on sense objects, certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender.
Yeah. Mithyachara means he is showing something and he is doing something internally. So that means he has double role, double standard in his character. He is when he meets outside people, he is different. And when he is alone to oneself, he is different person. So that shows that he has two standards, to show to others and for oneself. So when he is giving knowledge to others, he says big words, but in his own personal life, he doesn't follow. So Krishna tells him as a mithyachara. Mithyachara means he's a pretender. And we can see in this great India, lot of uh, bad preaching has happened because of this type of people, mithyachara. So we can see that many even very renowned, very popular sadhus, they they are caught in some scam. They have gone to jail, and then the whole thing becomes so messy, because when some sadhu is there, people they generally have very uh, kind of natural, innocent faith that these are good people, these are God, God's representative, vagera vagera, and then very innocently they keep faith. And then if that person is this mithyachara, then what happens is such people who innocently have put faith, when their faith is like disturbed, then they become averse to the spirituality itself. They feel that everybody is like this, everything is bogus, and in this Kali Yuga, there are no good sadhus. And then they become like they lose all their faith. And we can see such thousands and thousands of people in current age, that when they see such examples, bad examples, those who are mithyacharis, that they pretend themselves sadhu, but they are actually has not yet come to that level. Still they have manasa smaran. They still think about some their past habits or past things like that. So Krishna is giving a warning to such people who leave things, responsibilities of this world immaturely. So that's how he says that this kind of people are pretenders, mithyachari. So what we learn is two ways. For ourselves, we should not do pretense. We should not show ourselves what we are not. And second thing is, we have to be very careful where we put our faith in. That's why it is very important that Prabhupada always used to stress on the parampara, not individual person. So when we are surrendering to Guru, that is also not a personality cult. It is not we are surrendering to one person. No, we are surrendering to that devotee as a Guru. Why? Because he is in line. Because he is representing that line of Gurus, then we are connecting to him. If he is not representing that line of parampara, then that person becomes, he becomes uh, by default, then he becomes reject. It is like sometimes, like you have this electricity connection, and then you have to do something charge your laptop or something, then you put your charger. But then sometimes some plug doesn't work. It has a loose connection. So then you try and then you understand, okay, this is loose connection. Then what you do, you take that plug out and then you find some other good connected plug and then you put there. The way to charge your laptop, you are looking for some plug which is connected, not loose contact. Similarly, a guru also should be properly connected to his guru and then the whole parampara. If you start telling that you hear me because this is my opinion, or then then he is like a loose contact. Then the charging will not happen. So guru means he has to be connected. He should be surrendered to his guru. He should be in parampara. He should be authorized. So here we find that such pretender is not kind of well taken. He is condemned by Krishna himself. One who is externally showing that he is very advanced, but then internally he is not. Yeah, somebody can read the translation.
Can I, Prabhuji?
Yes, please.
On the other hand, if the sincere person tries to control the active senses by the mind and begin karma's yoga without attachment, he is by far superior.
Yeah, so Krishna tells that a sincere person tries to control his active senses and then begins karma yoga without attachment. He is superior to person who is mithyachari. Externally he has stopped doing things, he has given up things, but his mind is not free. That means external senses are looks free. Now he is just just meditating and sitting at one place, but then while meditating his mind is not on Krishna. His mind is still in the old habits only. So then such person cannot find success. Then Krishna is telling here that if somebody is sincerely trying to purify himself through Krishna conscious activities, that is superior. So here now Krishna tells about how the karma yoga is superior to just giving up karma. You all can repeat this slogan. Niyatam kuru karma tvam.
Niyatam kuru karma tavam
Karma jayo hi karmanaha.
karma jayo hi karmana
Sharira yatra pichate.
yatra pichate
Na prasiddhyeta karmanaha.
na
Na
prasiddhe karmana.
Somebody can read translation.
Perform your prescribed duty, for doing so is better than not working. One cannot even maintain one's physical body without work.
Krishna is telling here that work is essential. Without work, you cannot even maintain your body. What to speak of then other things. So basically, Here we have to see the difference of karma tyagi, karma yogi, and devotee. So like three things we are discussing now. One is karma tyagi, another is karma yogi, and then devotee. So karma tyagi means he doesn't do any karma only. Neither he does his job, neither he does his prescribed duties for him. He just leaves and goes to the forest, goes to Himalayas. That is called as a karma tyagi. He has given up his responsibility, his anything social life he has given up. That is called as karma tyagi. Now that's what Krishna was telling, that he has done karma tyagi. He has gone to Himalayas, but in Himalayas he is thinking about his flat in Mumbai. Then that who is staying in that flat and how much is the rent? What happened to my small land in my hometown? Somebody is encroaching on that, or if he is thinking like that, sitting in Himalayas, then Krishna is telling him as a pretender. So, although his body is in Himalaya, his mind is here in Mumbai. So that is a karma tyagi, false karma tyagi. Although he has given up everything, but he is mentally not that elevated. Another is karma yogi. Karma yogi means now he has his job, he has his social responsibilities. So he does it nicely and then offers the result to Krishna. That is called as karma yoga. So karma yoga means either you are offering partial fruits to Krishna, partial results of your activities to Krishna, or you are doing that work only for Krishna. So both cases, person is called as a karma yogi. Bhakta means he is ready to do any work, whichever is prescribed by Krishna and Krishna's devotees. That becomes bhakta. For example, Arjuna, he has not given up Kshatriya dharma. He is fighting there. But then there are many other people are also fighting. But the difference between Arjuna's fighting and others fighting is, others may fight just because they are Kshatriyas, and then that is their duty, and then that's how they are fighting. So that is karma yoga. But then in case of Arjuna, he is ready to do anything, whatever Krishna tells. If Krishna tells him, okay, now you stop fighting, then he will stop fighting. Krishna says, no, now you take up the weapons, then he will take up the weapon. If Krishna said, okay, you shoot this person, then he is ready to do that also. So this is the these three levels. One is karma tyagi, one who gives up, goes to Himalayas. Another is karma yogi. He knows that all these works are for God, I should do it nicely. Devotee means he not only has his own likings, everything he now does for Krishna only. If Krishna says, do this, then he will do that. Krishna says, okay, you leave this fighting, now you go and do some other service, then he will do that also. So that is called as a bhakta. One very nice story comes in South India. This Ramanujacharya, who was the very great Acharya of Sri Sampradaya. Now also if you go to Sri Rangam, Balaji, Tirupati, or so all they are his followers only, Ramanujacharya's followers. So Ramanujacharya had he appeared in 1000 years back. You must have seen that huge statue of equality opened by Prime Minister in Hyderabad. Ramanujacharya's very huge murti is there. So recently, just few months back, that was inaugurated. So he had many disciples. He himself was very learned. He has written many books. So one, his name was Dasharathi. He was like one of the well-known scholar in that whole area. But when he saw Ramanujacharya, he came and surrendered to Ramanujacharya. He became his disciple. So this Dasharathi was considered one of the top uh, scholar of that whole time. And then he was living like menial, humble shishya in the Ramanujacharya's ashram. So one day he went to ask Ramanujacharya that what is the meaning of Bhagwad Gita's this shloka, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Mashucha. He said that, can you please tell me what it means to give up everything and surrender to Krishna? Ramanujacharya said that, wait, I'll tell you what it means. And then when Ramanujacharya was just conversing, at that time only his gurus, Ramanujacharya's guru, his name was Goshtipurna. So his daughter Atulai approaches Ramanujacharya telling that I am facing lot of trouble from my in-laws. She said that since I'm married, they give me lot of work to do. I have to alone fetch the water from 5 miles, and then so many cows are there at home. I have to take care of them, and then so she was kind of practically broken down. And she said, whenever I tell this to my in-laws, they say that no, then why did you come alone? Tell your father to give one assistant. So with that, she had come to Ramanujacharya that my guru only told that you can help something. So that Goshtipurna had sent her daughter to Ramanujacharya, telling that can you please sort it out. So when this his guru's daughter came, and then she was asking like that what to do. Ramanujacharya called his Dasharathi, who was the scholar that time. He said, see Dasharathi, there is a service here that this is our guru's daughter and she needs some help in kitchen and taking care of the cows. So you go with her. Dasharathi, without saying a word, he said, yes, Guru Maharaj. And then this Atulai didn't know who is this. So this daughter took this Dasharathi to home. And then at home, he was doing everything. He was cleaning the pots, getting the water, and then cooking also, taking care of the cows, everything he was doing. And this daughter was very happy that she was getting little, till now she was overburdened. Now she was little free. And that went on for some time. One day, in that whole town, there was katha going on about Srimad Bhagavatam. And the preacher who had come, he was speaking Katha on the Vyasasana, and hundreds of people were sitting there hearing. And then that preacher spoke something which was not in line, it was not correct. So Dasharathi, while bringing water from the well, he heard कि वो क्या बोल रहे हैं. तो उन्होंने देखा कि अरे ये तो थोड़ा सा ऑफ बोल रहे हैं. This is not right. This is not concept wise. He is not right. So he raised his hand and asked questions that this is not correct. So that Kathakar became very angry. Whether how dare you are a servant? Better you go in kitchen and wash pots. What do you know about Bhagavad? So Dashrathi said that, see, I'm just posing my opinion that this is not correct. And so then he became very angry. He says that, okay, you feel that you know the Bhagavatam more than me, then tell what you want to say. He challenged. So Dasharathi was so devoted and scholarly. He has learned everything from Ramanujacharya. Then very simple language, authoritatively, he told what is the real Siddhanta. So when he started speaking, everybody was spellbound. वो सोच रहे थे कि ये कौन है, ये भागवतम पे ऐसे व्याख्या कर रहे हैं. और तो वो जो कथाकार थे वो भी चकित हो गए कि कैसा ये सर्वेंट है, पानी भर रहे हैं और ये भागवतम पे बोल रहे हैं. तो उसमें से कुछ लोगों ने उनको देखा था पहले, दाशरथी को. तो उनको समझ आया कि दिस इज द ग्रेट दाशरथी, द ग्रेटेस्ट स्कॉलर हु इज द डिसाइपल ऑफ रामानुजाचार्य. तो फिर वो सब लोग आके उनको दंडवत किया. बोले कि अरे आप क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे? बोले मेरे गुरु ने भेजा है यहाँ पे सेवा करने के लिए, मैं आया हूँ यहाँ. बोले नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये सेवा हम करेंगे, आप यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हैं? तो उनको सब लोग वो लेके गए रामानुजाचार्य पास और बोले कि ये आप क्या कर रहे हो, ये तो इतने अच्छे भक्त है, और तो इनको आप ऐसे छोटे काम में मत लगाओ, ये का हम कर लेंगे ये. So then Ramanujacharya said, okay, no problem. Then Ramanujacharya called him. He said, yes, आप कुछ बोल रहे थे कि आप कुछ you wanted to ask something. And then by seeing that he was ready now, then he told him the meaning of Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Because he had passed the test, because he was surrendered to Guru, then he was capable to understand what is surrender to Krishna means. So I was telling this story to tell the difference between Tyagi, then Karma Yogi and Bhakta. Bhakta means he is ready to do anything, not only prescribed duty. He is ready to wash the pots also. He is ready to cook also. He is ready to become a house servant also, if it is needed and told by Guru. So these three things we can see that Karma Yogi and Bhakta, they almost resemble. They are like because both are doing their job. So that is the difference between Tyagi and Karma Yogi and devotees. Tyagi means he doesn't do even normal social things. He just he is retired from any social functions, any social responsibilities. So he has nothing to give and take with society. That is Tyagi. But then you find that devotees and karma yogis, they are not like that. You'll find that devotees, they stay right in the cities. आप देखेंगे प्रभुपाद ने जो मंदिर बनाए हैं वो हिमालय या गुफा में नहीं बनाए। प्रभुपाद सेड हमारे जो इस्कॉन के मंदिर होने चाहिए वो राइट इन द हार्ट ऑफ द सिटी होना चाहिए, जहाँ पे हमारे भक्त रहेंगे और भक्त लोग they will tell the people, those who come to temple, they will receive them well, talk to them and then give them Krishna consciousness. तो हम यहाँ पे देखते हैं कि devotees they are practically doing everything what outside people they do. That means they will have all the facilities, like whatever modern facilities are there, they use that. But then they use only for Krishna, not for their own. They also stay in big temple, but then they stay for Krishna's purpose, not for their own. They also go by vehicles. If it is needed, they go by flight also. But then that whole thing is for Krishna's sake. Prabhupada was telling to one reporter, he said that if it is needed, I can go by bullock cart. And if it is needed, I go by flight. But for me, both are same only. Whatever works, whatever way I can serve people, I'll do. And Prabhupada used to do that, not just saying. जब मायापुर गए थे प्रभुपाद, तो प्रभुपाद का जो कुटीर है जहाँ पे प्रभुपाद रहते थे अभी भी है, तो बड़ा मायापुर का मंदिर होने के बाद भी प्रभुपाद वहीं पे रहना पसंद करते थे। छोटा सा कुटीर, thatched hut is there. Prabhupada was more happy to stay in that thatched hut because he felt more natural there than some palace. So devotee is ready to stay in 5-star hotel if it is needed, or he is ready to stay in thatched hut. Once Prabhupada गए थे ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, और ऑस्ट्रेलिया में एक 5-स्टार हॉल बुक किया था डिवोटीज ने। वहां पे प्रभुपाद का प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस होता है कि वहां के बड़े बड़े प्रेस पीपल आए थे प्रभुपाद जी से मिलने के लिए, because Prabhupada was like a international figure and then he had come to Australia, so many reporters had come. तो एक रिपोर्टर आस्क्ड प्रभुपाद को बोले कि प्रभुपाद ये आप तो सन्यासी है, साधु है, और ये आप 5-स्टार होटल में क्या कर रहे हैं? आपको तो हिमालय में होना चाहिए, गुफा में रहना चाहिए, सिंपल रहना चाहिए, आप 5-स्टार होटल में क्या कर रहे हैं? सो प्रभुपाद वाज वेरी क्लियर कि वो क्या कर रहे हैं, क्यों कर रहे हैं। तो उनको बोले देखिए मुझे कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मैं तो ये प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस झाड़ के नीचे भी कर सकता हूँ, मुझे क्या है। लेकिन अगर मैं ये प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस झाड़ के नीचे करता था तो आप आते थे क्या वहां पे? आप नहीं आते थे। तो इसीलिए आपको आने के लिए मैं ये प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस यहाँ पे कर रहा हूँ, ताकि पूरे ऑस्ट्रेलिया में पता चले कि कृष्ण भावना क्या है। They also can take interest in. So this is what भक्त means, कि जो भक्त होता है वो he does the needful, whatever is to be done. He doesn't unnecessarily gives up things, because it is not. So he can see everything in Krishna's service. He can see everything in connection with Krishna. So that is what a devotee means. तो वो त्यागी जो होता है वो सब चीजों को छोड़ना चाहता है। जो कर्म योगी होता है वो सब चीजों को यूज करके भगवान को अर्पण करना चाहता है। और जो भक्त होता है वो कोई भी चीज भगवान से अभिन्न नहीं देखता है। जैसे एक बार प्रभुपाद जा रहे थे और प्रभुपाद was there on the 3rd, 4th floor and then from the window he was looking at the traffic. So many vehicles were going. तो एक भक्त देख रहा था प्रभुपाद को कि क्या प्रभुपाद ट्रैफिक को देख रहे हैं, लेकिन प्रभुपाद turned to that devotee. He said, you see that this truck, he said, this truck, we want to have this kind of truck for our next Rath Yatra. You remove that top cover of that truck, and there we can keep Baldev, Subhadra and Jagannath facing all three sides, and then we can have Rath Yatra, because building a Rath will be very difficult now. Here we don't have the facilities, but this type of vehicle can be used for our Rath Yatra. So Prabhupada was looking at that truck not as, okay, this is an American truck going. No, he was seeing there that this is like this can be used as a Rath. It's like American Rath of Jagannath. So this is what devotee means. So भक्त जो भी कुछ देखता है वो देखता है कि ये कृष्ण के सेवा में कैसे लगे, how this can be used in Krishna service. तो हम भी भगवद गीता से यही सीखते हैं कि कैसे हम हर एक चीज को कृष्ण के संबंध में देखें, क्योंकि कृष्ण से सब आया है और कृष्ण के लिए उसको इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए. जैसे watermelon is coming and having a nice that watermelon on the tree. वो क्यों है ऐसा? कोई देखता है nice watermelon in the market, normal person thinks that, oh, this is very nice watermelon, I should take it and then eat it, that will be very nice. But a bhakta, he thinks that, oh, this watermelon is so nice, how nice it will be if I take it and offer it to Krishna. So then outside person also buys that watermelon, seeing the quality of that watermelon, and bhakta also sees कि ये बहुत अच्छा है और उसको खरीदी कर लेता है. तो दोनों भी खरीदी करते हैं, दोनों भी उसको लेके आते हैं, लेकिन एक का भाव है कि ये बहुत अच्छा है मेरे लिए, एक का भाव है कि ये भगवान को अर्पण करूंगा, बहुत अच्छा है ये, और बाद में फिर मैं प्रसाद के रूप में उसको ग्रहण करूंगा. तो ये फर्क है कॉन्शियसनेस, जो चेतना. तो what we learn from this is that we prepare our consciousness in such a way that we see everything connected to Krishna and how that can be used in Krishna's service. So that consciousness is called as Krishna consciousness. So this 9th shloka talks about how everything is used in Krishna's service, and by that we become detached. तो उससे हमारा मुक्ति का द्वार खुल जाता है. मुक्ति मतलब बर्थ, ओल्ड एज, डिसीज, डेथ, मृत्यु, जन्म, बुढ़ापा, बहुत सारे फिजिकल एलिमेंट्स, उससे मुक्ति, that is what is talked as a liberation. तो आप you can repeat this shloka, 9th shloka. यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणो अन्यत्र
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणो अन्यत्र
लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः
लोकोऽयं कर्मबन्धनः
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय
कौन्तेय
मुक्तसंगः समाचर.
मुक्तसंगं सदाचर.
समाचार.
So here it says, okay, we can somebody can read the translation.
I will read, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage.
Yeah. So here it says that work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction. In that way, one becomes free from the bondage. To have this idea, very simple example is there. What happened is there were two painters. Generally, you have seen ये जो wall रहते हैं ना, उसके ऊपर वो कुछ पेंटिंग करते हैं किसी एडवर्टाइजमेंट वगैरह वगैरह. तो वो जा रहे थे रोड से, तो एक जगह पे उनको एकदम प्लेन नाइस वॉल, कंपाउंड वॉल दिखा. तो एक बोला कि अरे ये तो अच्छा दिख रहा है, बड़ा अच्छा स्पेशियस कंपाउंड है, मैं चालू करता हूँ मेरा पेंटिंग. तो उसने जस्ट चालू ही किया था वो पेंट करना. वो जो ओनर था वो देखा कि कोई तो मेरे वॉल के ऊपर पेंटिंग कर रहा है, कंपाउंड वॉल में. तो वो बाहर आया और देखा कि ये आदमी पेंटिंग कर रहा है. वो इतना गुस्सा हो गया उसके ऊपर कि आपने कौन कौन किसका परमिशन लेके किया है, कौन बोला आपको करने के लिए. उसको इतना डांटा कि वो पेंटर भाग गया वहां से. तो उसका दोस्त देख रहा था ये उसका क्या हाल हुआ. तो वो दोस्त हंस रहा था. तो ये जो भगाया गया पेंटर था वो बोला कि तुम हंस रहे हो. हाँ बोला, तुम गए वहां पे और फेल हो गए तुम. तो जो हंस रहा था वो बोला कि अभी तुम रुको, मैं जाके पेंटिंग कर. तो बोला नहीं नहीं मत जाओ, वो वापस आएगा तुमको भी डंडा पड़ेगा. बोला नहीं नहीं मुझे डंडा नहीं पड़ेगा, आप चिंता मत करो. तो वो गया और खोल के वापस वो पेंटिंग चालू किया उसने. तो ये जो ओनर था वो जाके देखा कि अरे वापस से दूसरा आदमी आके पेंटिंग कर रहा है. वो तो और गुस्सा हो गया. वो नीचे आया डंडा लेके, बोला ये तो लोग मानते नहीं है. तो एक लाठी लेके आया वो, और ये जो पेंटर था वो आराम से पेंटिंग कर रहा था वहां पे. तो इतना गुस्सा हो गया वो आया और उसको मारने ही वाला था. लेकिन वो देखा कि वो पेंटिंग वेंटिंग कर रहा है, तो तुरंत वो शांत हो गया वो. और वो जो पेंटिंग कर रहा था उसका बोला हाँ थैंक यू थैंक यू, और उसको थैंक यू बोल के वो अंदर चला गया. तो ये जो पहला वाला था वो तो आश्चर्यचकित हो गया कि ये क्या हो गया. तो मुझे तो इतना गुस्सा किया उसने, और अभी भी वो इतने गुस्से से आया था लाठी लेके मारने के लिए, और थैंक यू बोल के चला गया अंदर. तो उसने वो पूछा है दूसरे पेंटर को कि क्या ऐसे कैसे हुआ. तो दूसरा पेंटर बोला कि देखो आप क्या कर रहे थे, आप दूसरे का एडवर्टाइजमेंट उसके वॉल पे कर रहे थे. तो गुस्सा होना तो सरल बात है. वो बोला कि आप क्या पेंटिंग कर रहे थे. वो बोला मैं वहां पे लिख रहा था कि स्टिक नो बिल्स हियर, ऐसा लिख रहा था मैं कि यहाँ पे कुछ अनऑथराइज्ड एडवर्टाइजमेंट मत करो, ऐसा करके मैं लिख रहा था। तो जब वो ओनर आया तो उसको अच्छा लगा कि हाँ ये ठीक। तो हम देखेंगे कि दोनों भी पेंटिंग कर रहे थे, दोनों भी अपना ब्रश यूज कर रहे थे, दोनों भी वही वॉल यूज कर रहे थे, लेकिन एक के ऊपर उन्होंने गुस्सा किया, दूसरे के ऊपर बहुत प्रेम दिखाया, बोला थैंक यू वेरी मच। ऐसा क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि एक पेंटिंग अपने लिए कर रहा था और दूसरा जो था वो पेंटिंग ओनर के लिए कर रहा था, जिसका वो वॉल है उसके हित में वो लिख रहा था। तो ये फर्क है परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ ड्यूटी, कि हम जो भी कार्य कर रहे हैं वो अपने लिए कर रहे हैं कि भगवान के लिए कर रहे हैं। वो कार्य सेम रह सकता है। अभी कोई पेरेंट है, वो अपने बच्चों का लालन पालन करते हैं, उनका परवरिश करते हैं, तो एक भक्त भी अपने बच्चों का परवरिश करता है और एक बाहर का व्यक्ति भी बच्चों का परवरिश करता है। तो दोनों सेम ही है ऐसा लगता है, लेकिन दोनों में फर्क है। एक परवरिश कर रहा है सोच के कि ये भगवान ने मुझे ये छोटा बच्चा दिया है और ये भगवान के सेवा में इसको मुझे ट्रेन करना है, और ऐसा भगवान का एक उपहार के रूप में वो ये उसके लड़के को देखता है और उसको भगवान के प्रति प्रेम के लिए वो ट्रेनिंग करता है उसको। और दूसरा है वो ट्रेनिंग करता है कि ये मैं उसको ट्रेनिंग करूंगा, ये पैसा कमाएगा, फॉरेन रिटर्न होगा या जो भी है, मेरा नाम बढ़ेगा और मैं फिर आराम से रहूंगा सोसाइटी में। तो हम देखते हैं कि दोनों भी अपने बच्चे का परवरिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन दोनों का भाव अलग अलग है। तो यहाँ पे एक चीज हम देख सकते हैं कि जो कर्म हम भगवान के लिए करते हैं उससे बॉन्डेज, जो कर्म बंधन है वो नहीं लगता है। जैसे जो दो पेंटर थे, एक पेंटर जो कर रहा था उसको डंडा मिला क्योंकि वो अपने लिए कर रहा था, और दूसरा था वो अपने लिए नहीं कर रहा था तो उसको डंडा नहीं मिला। तो जो कोई भी कर्म ये दुनिया में अपने लिए हम करते हैं, स्वार्थी भावना से हम करते हैं, तो उसका रिटर्न हमको मिलता है, we have to pay for it. But when that same thing is done for Krishna, then we don't have to go through that same bondage. तो इसलिए आप देखेंगे तीन स्तर है। एक तो है स्व अर्थ, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ स्वार्थी व्यक्ति, वो अपना ही सोचता है। दूसरा होता है निस्वार्थ, वो अपना नहीं सोचता है, दूसरे का सोचता है। और तीसरा है परमार्थ, वो भगवान के संतुष्टि का सोचता है। तो ये जो है वो अपने संतुष्टि का सोचता है सिर्फ, उसको स्वार्थी बोलते हैं। ये जो होता है निस्वार्थी होता है, वो दूसरों का सोचता है लेकिन भगवान कहीं पिक्चर में ही नहीं है। ये जो होता है वो परमार्थ, परम अर्थ मतलब जो भगवान जो परम है उनके संतुष्टि के लिए परम अर्थ, परमार्थ। तो हम देखते हैं कि ये दुनिया में परमार्थ मतलब भगवान के संतुष्टि के लिए कार्य करना, कोई भी कार्य क्यों ना। आप भगवान की संतुष्टि के लिए प्रसाद लेते हैं, भगवान की संतुष्टि के लिए रसोई में खाना पकाते हैं, भगवान की संतुष्टि के लिए घर बनाते हैं ताकि घर में भगवान का सेवा हो। कोई राजा भी हो वो भी यही सोचता है कि मेरा पूरा राज्य जो है वो भगवान की सेवा के लिए, यहाँ पे रहने वाले सब लोग भगवान के भक्त हो अच्छे, तो हम देख सकते हैं कि कोई भी कार्य ये दुनिया का भगवान की संतुष्टि के लिए हो सकता है। वो कैसे करने का वो गुरु हमको बताते हैं। तो इसलिए भक्तों का बहुत जरूरी है कि ये पूरा जो हमारा जीवन है वो कैसे हम भगवान के प्रसन्नता के लिए करें, वो गीता का सार है। तो गीता ये नहीं बोलती कि ये मत करो, यही करो। गीता बोलती है कि कैसे वो भगवान की सेवा में उसको नियोजित करना है। तो भगवान ने तो अर्जुन जो क्षत्रिय थे उनको भी भगवान की सेवा में लगाए, भगवान के मिशन में लगाए। तो वैसे हम भी भगवान की भक्ति को सेंटर में रख के अपना कार्य कर सकते हैं, जो भी कार्य। ओके, तो आज हमने रफली कुछ पॉइंट्स देखे। बिगिनिंग में हमने देखा कि कैसे मिथ्याचार का वर्णन किया है भगवान ने कि कर्मेंद्रियाणि संयम्य यह आस्ते मनसा स्मरण, कि वो बाह्य रूप से तो मुक्त है गलत चीजों से, लेकिन आंतरिक रूप से वो मुक्त नहीं है। वो हमेशा सोचता है उसके बारे में। तो ऐसे जो त्यागी है, जो ही इज नॉट येट मैच्योर, इमेच्योर त्यागी, तो उसको भगवान बोलते हैं कि मिथ्याचार, प्रिटेंडर है वो, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए। और बाद में हमने देखा कि कैसे भगवान बोलते हैं कि जो कर्म है वो करना ज्यादा सेफ है, क्योंकि कर्म करने से हमारा शुद्धिकरण होता है और उससे हम मैच्योर हो जाएंगे। और बाद में हमने देखा कि कैसे भगवान के लिए जो कार्य होता है उससे हमको कर्म बंधन नहीं लगता है। नहीं तो ये दुनिया में हर एक कर्म बंधन का कारण होता है, लेकिन भगवान के लिए किया गया कर्म बंधन नहीं लाता है, वो मुक्ति हमको देता है। ओके, सो फॉर दिस वी एंड हियर। और हमने ये भी देखा कि कैसे जो मिथ्याचारी है, एक हम ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए। We should not show ourselves as a very great person when you are not. भगवान प्रसन्न नहीं होंगे उससे। और दूसरा, जब भी हम किसी से सुनते हैं तो हमको देखना चाहिए कि ये सही में जो गुरु शिष्य परंपरा जो है उसका रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है। हम देख रहे थे उदाहरण स्विच का, कि अगर वो स्विच जो है वो लूज कनेक्शन, डिस्कनेक्टेड है, तो हम उसको यूज नहीं करते। हम देन वी फाइंड सम अदर स्विच, अदर place where things are connected, and then I can charge my laptop. तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि हम किससे आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान ग्रहण कर रहे हैं। तो इसीलिए बहुत बार हम देखते हैं कि लोग YouTube पे जाते हैं और बहुत सारा चीज सुनते रहते हैं। वो अमुक अमुक कोई महाराज या कोई बाबा या कोई ये वो, तो कभी कभी लोग कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं ऐसे सुनने से। क्यों? क्योंकि हमको ये भी पता नहीं होता कि ये कौन है, ये कौन से लाइन में है, उनका कैरेक्टर क्या है, उनका ऑथराइजेशन क्या है। आजकल ये बहुत एक बड़ा, it has become almost like a business only। तो ऐसे बिजनेस का कुछ लाभ नहीं है। भागवत कथा का भी बिजनेस हो गया है। पैसों के लिए वो कथा करते हैं। तो ऐसे बिजनेस कथाकार से हम कृष्ण के बारे में सुनेंगे तो उसका कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा। फायदा उनका होगा जो बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, हमारा कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा। तो इसलिए हमको देखना चाहिए कि ये दे आर कनेक्टेड टू कृष्ण। सो प्रभुपाद बहुत बार ये पॉइंट पे बहुत स्ट्रेस करते थे कि हम जो ऑथराइज्ड बाय परंपरा एंड दे आर ऑथराइज्ड बाय देयर ओन कैरेक्टर, वो खुद उसका आचरण कर रहे हैं और बोल रहे हैं, तभी ऐसे व्यक्ति से सुनना ही हमारे जीवन में कुछ बदल ला सकता है। Okay, so we saw this few points today. Anybody has any question? किसी का कोई प्रश्न है?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I think everything is very clear.
Okay.
So that's the question.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्णा।
प्रभु जी, जब हम बात करते हैं मैच्योर्ड और इमेच्योर्ड पर्सनालिटीज की, तो वो किस लेवल में, बुद्धि की लेवल पे बात करते हैं या एज की लेवल पे बात करते हैं, किस लेवल पे बात? क्योंकि यंग एज में जो सन्यासी बन जाते हैं तो इनको एक बहुत लंबी जर्नी तय करनी पड़ती है एज वाइज, तो वहां पे डिस्ट्रैक्शंस ना हो। वो बुद्धि स्तर पे आता है कि एज स्तर पे आता है प्रभु जी?
या अच्छा सवाल है कि हम बोल रहे थे कि कैसे जो भी हम त्याग करते हैं वो मैच्योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग से करना चाहिए। सो व्हाट इज दिस मैच्योरिटी मीन्स? तो ये मैच्योरिटी सिर्फ एज इज नॉट द ओनली फैक्टर। तो आप देखेंगे कि इस्कॉन में भी ये फैक्टर दे टेक इनटू कंसिडरेशन। इस्कॉन में अभी ये रूल है कि वो किसी को सन्यास नहीं देते हैं जब तक वो 50 साल के ऊपर नहीं जाता है। प्रभुपाद जब थे तो बहुत छोटे आयु में वो सन्यास दिए लोगों को। हम देखते हैं प्रभुपाद के जब शिष्य थे, क्योंकि उनके पास सिर्फ 10 साल का समय था, तो उसमें उनको सब कुछ ट्रेनिंग करना था। उनको गृहस्थ ट्रेनिंग करना था, ब्रह्मचारी ट्रेनिंग करना था, सन्यासी को ट्रेनिंग करना था। तो कभी कभी प्रभुपाद ने 20-22 साल में भी उनको सन्यास दिया, उनके कई शिष्यों को। और वो शिष्य आज बहुत बड़े भक्त हैं जो प्रचार कर रहे हैं प्रभुपाद के शिष्यों में से। लेकिन अभी यहाँ पे दो चीजें हैं, क्योंकि 4 आश्रम है। एक है ब्रह्मचारी आश्रम, दूसरा है गृहस्थ आश्रम, तीसरा है वानप्रस्थ रिटायर्ड आश्रम, और चौथा है संन्यास आश्रम। तो जो ब्रह्मचारी होता है वो सन्यासी नहीं है। ब्रह्मचारी मतलब ही इज अंडर ट्रेनिंग। ब्रह्मचारी कैन गो एंड टेक grihastha ashram. So after getting trained as a brahmachari in Gurukul, he has 2 choices: either to become a good grihastha or go on lifelong in brahmachari life only and then take to sannyas. So the brahmachari is not sannyas. Brahmachari means he is a student, and then he is training himself to either become sannyasi or good grahastha. So generally we find that first 25 years training is given as a brahmachari. That is like a Gurukul training, student training. 25 to 50 age, that is a grahastha life. He gets married, does his responsibility. At the age of 50, then he takes to retirement. So इसलिए आप देखेंगे जो 50 साल के बाद जो होता है 51, 52 लाइक दैट। तो एक भक्त बोल रहे थे कि 50 के बाद जो आस है वो छोड़ के वन चालू हो जाता है। 51, 52, तो वन मतलब अभी आप वन में जाओ रिटायर होके, लाइक दैट। प्रीवियसली पीपल यूज्ड टू रिटायर मींस वो जाते थे तीर्थ यात्रा पे। So that is a retired life, and then one completely gives up everything as a social being. That is sannyas. So unless he is trained, one should not take to sannyas life immaturely. तो ये immaturity है his his consciousness level, कि उसका अंडरस्टैंडिंग क्या है। तो कभी कभी सिर्फ एज बढ़ने से वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग आता ही है ऐसा कुछ नहीं। कुछ लोग एज से भी बड़े हो सकते हैं लेकिन उसका अंडरस्टैंडिंग अभी तक मैच्योर नहीं है, और कुछ लोग छोटे उम्र में भी बहुत मैच्योर हो सकते हैं। लेकिन इस्कॉन में ये रूल है कि जो सन्यासी है वो 50 के पहले हम इस्कॉन में अभी सन्यास नहीं देते हैं जब तक वो पूरा मैच्योर न हो फ्रॉम ऑल एंगल्स, लाइक दैट। या
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna.
You are mute. You are not able to hear.
और प्रभु जी मायापुर यात्रा में अभी 3 months बचे हैं।
यस, मैं कल ही बात कर रहा था मायापुर में। कल कुछ बुकिंग वगैरह हो गया है मायापुर का। तो ऑल ऑफ यू आर वेरी हार्टिली वेलकम इन अवर मायापुर यात्रा। दिस मायापुर यात्रा विल बी वेरी स्पेशल क्योंकि कार्तिक में मायापुर में दैट इज लाइक अ फेस्टिवल ओनली। इंटरनेशनली पीपल come to visit मायापुर, और वहाँ पे गुरुकुल जो है ट्रेडिशनल गुरुकुल, उसका भी एक दिन हम जाने वाले हैं। बहुत अच्छा है वहाँ पे, जंगल में ऐसा एकदम, और वेरी ट्रेडिशनल गुरुकुल में है। दे टीच द इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स आर देयर, वो वहीं पे रहते हैं, उनको कुकिंग सिखाया जाता है, हॉर्स राइडिंग, क्लीनिंग, मार्शल आर्ट्स, आर्चरी, वेदास, यज्ञस, वो सब सिखाया जाता है। और ये जो वर्ल्ड का सबसे बड़ा मंदिर है वो भी अभी बन रहा है, तो वो भी हम देखेंगे। गंगा है मंदिर के जस्ट पास में है, मंदिर और गंगा में जस्ट एक रोड है। रोड के उस साइड गंगा है और इस साइड हमारा मंदिर है, तो गंगा में भी स्नान करेंगे और बोट से हम अलग अलग जगह पे जाएंगे वहां पे. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ नवद्वीप. नवद्वीप मीन्स देयर आर 9 आइलैंड्स टोटल, क्योंकि वो गंगा जो है वो बहुत डिफरेंट डिफरेंट ऐसे बहता है, तो बहुत सारे द्वीप है वहां पे. टोटल नवद्वीप बोला गया है, नवद्वीप मायापुर. तो वो भी हम जाएंगे बोट से देखने के लिए. सो इट इज अ वेरी नाइस पिकनिक, spiritual yatra, and a very refreshing spiritual surcharging yatra. So we want that all of you come and we'll have our nice sessions there regarding Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, their pastimes. So it will be a very nice opportunity. तो आप सब लोग आइए, क्योंकि we are going after दिवाली फेस्टिवल. दिवाली पूरा फेस्टिवल अच्छे से घर में मना के हम निकलेंगे.
प्रभु जी, one question.
Yeah.
गुरुकुल में स्टूडेंट्स को कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स के लिए इसी में तैयार करते हैं या वो अलग से गुरुकुल है साथ में, मतलब भी करते हैं? तो दिस इज अदर इज समथिंग अदर, सम अदर स्कूल.
So there are different levels of गुरुकुल्स. ये जो मायापुर में जो गुरुकुल है वो किसी भी बाहर के सिलेबस से का नहीं है. Like they're completely ISKCON syllabus, like that. They are not attached to any CBSE or this board, that board, no. Like that. They teach maths, history, geography, everything they teach. So like that. If from there they want to go to outside kind of board, that also can be done. Nowadays 10th you can just appear to the 10th without having any like other. So that is things. Other gurukuls are semi gurukuls. Semi gurukul means they are attached to some outside board also, Maharashtra board or CBSE board or things like that, and then the 50-60% they teach Vedic teachings, and then they teach the school subjects also. So like that. So there are full gurukuls and there are semi gurukuls. Like that. Both type of gurukuls are there. Yeah. Because generally we have seen कि every family wants to go for some outing in like kind of holidays and things like that. तो हम सब लोग कहीं ना कहीं तो जाते ही हैं.
आपका क्लास खत्म हुआ, मेरा हो गया. आप कुछ याद भी करते हो? इंटरनेट देखती रहती हो क्या? ये ऐसी टाइम पास कर रही थी.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Audible.
So I was telling that how the there are different levels and different types of gurukuls, and I was telling that how every family generally they go for outing somewhere. So Mayapur is like one of the best outing for a family, at the same time very spiritually surcharged. So this is the best gift you can give to your family, to go to Mayapur. This will be like a life's memorable experience, even for newcomer, even if he doesn't know what spirituality is, भगवद गीता का कुछ पता नहीं उसको, भगवान का कुछ पता नहीं, ऐसा व्यक्ति भी वहां जाके he will be very inspired. So this is like a full complete package, very nice sattvic Bengali traditional prasad, and nice temple atmosphere, very spiritual. Ganga is flowing from one side, other one river is flowing from other side. There is a Sangam, and on that Sangam only our temple is there. So it will be a memorable experience. Anybody who comes, तो आप सब लोग आइए. पता है कि हमारे कुछ अलग-अलग requirements are there, some already services are there, some responsibilities are there. लेकिन ऐसे समय में वो सब चीजें थोड़ा साइड में रखना चाहिए, and then we take some time for ourselves. तो ये यात्रा जो है वो this is like a great investment for our own life, self investing, that is. तो आप सब लोग आइए, and then we'll have a wonderful time in Mayapur. 29th October till 3rd November. आप में से बहुत लोगों ने ऑलरेडी फ्लाइट बुक किया है. कैलकाटा से it is a 3 hours drive, so you can book ticket from Mumbai to Calcutta. It's like that. Very spiritual, scenic ambience. So when you go there, you'll not like to come back. That much I can guarantee. You'll feel that, let me stay here only. Like that you'll feel. So आप सब लोग आइए, and then we'll have a nice yatra. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we'll take leave here.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much for a wonderful class. We should all loudly chant 3 times Hari Bol for Prabhuji. Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.